Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Glenn. I just want to give you the heads up here. This is kind of a different video, more of like an interview with, or one-on-one with Ash. It's not my typical video, so I just want to give you the heads up. You can skip this video for all you want, but if you want to know what Ash has to say, this is a perfect video. So back to the video. Okay, so we're gonna go see this guy named Ash.
Tribe, it's ASH SOBHE here. Tribe, ASH SOBHE here. Tribe, ASH SOBHE here.
And Ash is a guy that I have seen on Facebook, Instagram, all these social media platforms. At first, when I first saw his videos, I was very, very skeptical because I really didn't know what he was about. But after seeing the consistency and seeing his TED Talk, I kind of finally understood where he's going. And now I'm gonna go meet him. He seems like a very, very genuine guy. And I love people that are genuine. I love people that are real. Maybe we have something in common, and that's what I'm looking for. And where he's going and why he's here in Reno. Why did he choose this city out of all the other places? Let's go find out.
I can taste yo 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 yo. I can taste yo yo yo. I can taste yo 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 yo. I can taste yo yo yo.
Ash?
I can taste yo 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 yo. I can taste yo yo yo.
Hey, how's it going? How are you?
Hey, excellent, man.
Really good, very good. Look at you. You came all prepared. Perfect, yes, absolutely. Give me 2 minutes, okay?
All the way in the front? Okay, you got it. Hey, what's up?
How's it going, man?
Excellent.
How are you?
Excellent.
This is Brian.
Brian.
He's my full-time videographer.
Right on, cool.
Very cool. We're gonna be camera on camera.
Camera. Different perspectives.
Yeah. Cool, man. Thanks for reaching out on Instagram.
Yeah,
It's kind of a...
You know, at first, when you first started, the videos, a little skeptical. I was like, okay, someone, but by the consistency, and then I started seeing the comments and things that you were doing is very genuine, and I was like, okay, there's something different about it.
Right, for
and
sure.
that's when I was like, okay, I gotta reach out. I gotta do something.
I
about
appreciate
it.
you saying
And
that. What was it that you were skeptical about?
Usually, I've been so bombarded with the videos of hey, you want this program, hey, just all these ads.
Right.
But I noticed that was not you completely. It was just the first couple videos. Now that I'm meeting you, apart from that, now that I've noticed the consistency, now that I notice that you're doing.
Truth be told, I think a lot of us kind of feel the same way. At some point, I was sick and tired of advertising, just because I feel generally speaking, every time there's an ad, people don't really care for us so much, right?
Yeah.
I can't blanket approach that forever, but I would say at least maybe 95% of the times I see an ad, it's they're trying to take something off of the table for them, but it comes from me, right? Everybody's trying to always sell us something, right? And that's why as a generation, you and I grew up just not liking salespeople, right?
Absolutely.
But we like other people that want to try to add value to us. So at some point I was talking to my wife and I was like, hey, the little savings that we have, if you're okay with it, I would love to really spend it on advertising, but instead of selling anything for these particular ads, I would like to actually promote kindness. I would like to promote some goodness, right? And she was like, you sure? You want to do that? I was like, yeah, it's kind of on my heart. I really want to do this if it's okay with you too. Just because yes, it's my money. It's the money I've saved. But at the same time, we're family, so I want to always run it by her too, right? So she gave me the thumbs up. I was like, great, let's do that. And that lady, when she reached out, because I always was doing things with nonprofits, right? But not a whole lot of people have a lot of time or a lot of money to donate, right? And that when that lady kind of reached out to me, she was like, hey, I pick fruits off the trees that are basically going bad, and I repackage them, donate them. I was like, dude, that's such a good idea, and it's so simple too because it doesn't cost you anything, right? She's like, no, I already have my 40-hour a week work and job, right? I kind of do this at nights and on the weekends. I was like, girl, I am so proud of you. This is wonderful. That's something simple that we can all do. It doesn't cost money or a whole lot of time, right? So I appreciate the fact that you saw that and kind of gave me that kind of feedback. It means a lot.
It's once you see it over and over, and just the actions speak louder than words.
For sure.
Always. So,
see, money to me is a byproduct, right? If I had a stack of hundreds over here, a lot of people, majority of people salivate at the mouth. But the truth of the matter is, it's just paper, if you really think about it, right? So what is it about this that you're salivating at the mouth for, right? And the truth of the matter is that it's not the money, it's what it represents.
Exactly.
Truth of the matter is that money represents freedom. You already got it. You know,
Exactly.
So what's your next? What are you doing?
I'm working on YouTube. I'm working on getting my business license.
Okay, good.
And
Very cool. I gotta tell you, I'm not impressed with this
Okay.
because
tell me.
this is like something we used to do in 1962.
Okay.
Got your phone with you?
Yeah, please.
Pull up your camera, hover over this. You don't have to take a picture of it, right? You tap on this, and you just hit save. This is 1962, 2015, hopefully 2020,
Okay.
right? Because at the end of the day, you and I are leaving a carbon print, right?
Right.
We're cutting down trees, and that's not cool. Where you and I come from, we value these things, right?
Right.
And truth is, where is this going to go?
The garbage.
Right?
Right.
I'm already connected with you on Instagram. I want to follow your journey 24/7. This, to me, doesn't really matter so much, right? Because at the end of the day, like it's not like 1970s where I have a Rolodex of cars that I'm going to go through. Where's that Glenn guy? Oh yeah, there's his car, right? If I can be in your phone, then you and I are in touch 24/7. Like I'm already in your phone, right? Especially when I meet with executives. For me, it's important for me to have access to them directly. I don't want to go through your secretary. I don't want to go through the receptionist or anything like that, right? So if I give you this, you're like, whoa, you're advanced, right? Already you have some sort of perception about me, right? Then I say something like, hey man, if you don't mind, can you text me right now? Just because right now you have my phone number, right? Well, why don't you do it too right now so I can have your number as well. And if I get that executive's phone number, then you and I have a direct connection with each other. You with me on that?
Oh, wow. I didn't see it like that.
Trying to make your time worth it because you're very kind. You're doing me a huge favor to take time out of your day to meet with me. So I want to make sure this is worth it for you.
Wow, man.
For sure. If you Google QR code contact free, it basically gives you a QR code. And all I did, I just grabbed a screenshot of it and I made it the background of my locked screen. And that's how I got it. Well, it will give you boxes. So what's your first name? What's your last name? What's your Instagram handle? What's your phone number? What's your email address? What's your address? All that stuff, right? You fill it out, it spits out a QR code, right?
Yeah.
So what you do, you just screenshot that QR code. You basically make it your locked screen, whatever, however you want to save it. So every time I go around, people are like, oh, can I have your business card? It's like, business card? Are you kidding? Right? Let's do this. This is a lot simpler and better, right? And we're saving a bunch of trees
That's right.
that we don't need to cut down anymore.
Interesting. I had a question for you, though.
Tell me.
Why Reno?
So I grew up in 7 different countries. Reno seriously has the most amount of biggest collection of kind-hearted people that I've ever met, right? Now, sometimes I go to a very, very small town, like almost like may I dare call them almost like a sleepy town, but there are a lot of really good people there, right? For me, Reno is balanced, right? Reno has this harmony, right? There's a lot of go-getter people. Like you're assertive, right? You're aggressive when it comes to your success and taking control of your freedom and everything else, right? And that to me means a lot. But like, you know, if you had that kind of attitude without the good heart, then we start, you know, I'm sorry to say, but we start looking like some of these big much metropolitan areas, right? So for me, Reno has a lot of that harmony. Now, on the logical side of it too, Reno has no income tax, right? Reno is also growing like crazy, right? So crazy growth means like we're almost like San Francisco in the 70s, right? And if you and I can become the next Steve Jobs, growing up in this world, why not, right? Real estate prices here are going to go up, whether we like it or not, right? We don't want our rents to go up, right? Naturally, as human beings.
Of course.
But the truth of the matter is, it is going that way, whether we like it or not, right? A lot of old school people used to fight against social media. Oh, no, it's for kids. It's bad for kids. So like, whether you like it or not, it's happening, right? So we either need to get a grip on it, or we have to just, you know, not play that game at all, right? And if we don't play that game, we're leaving it up to certain other people to kind of dictate how we should kind of live our lives, right? One of the reasons why I try to give a shout out to a lot of good people is because social media, as you know, there's a lot of crap. Oh, look at my car, look at my mansion type of thing, and so on and so forth. And for me, it's just like, well, if there's a 16-year-old out there growing up, if that's all they see, the perception becomes, oh wow, that's the world. So my job became giving other people a little bit more exposure so we can counterbalance that. Because tell me if you feel the same way. A lot of good people are shy. They don't necessarily want to be on, you know, social media like, hey, how's it going? I want to kind of donate today and so on and so forth. Yeah. So it became on me to kind of bridge that gap, right? Because the truth of the matter is, you know what a bell curve shape is? Right? Let me show you this. Let's call this billions of dollars. Right? This is 0 all the way to 100% of people, for example. Right?
Okay.
So here's how it works. Let's use an example of an iPhone, right? So when iPhones first come out, very few people at first adopt it. Right. This is what we call an early adopter, right? And then when they become super popular, 80% of us, let's call it, right, adopt it, right?
Yeah.
And at some point when it gets really old school, we're all wearing Google glasses and so on and so forth, then comes the late adopters, right?
Right.
So right now, who's got a BlackBerry?
Right.
Right? But who's got Google glasses? These people,
Right.
right? Same exact thing works on almost any scale, right? Who's a multi-billionaire? Very few people, right?
Right.
And as you go further and further and further, there's less people. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's only 400 billionaires in the whole world, right? But who makes between, let's call it 30K, and I don't know, 20 million? Majority of people, right? Who makes almost $0? Very few people, right? Who makes between $0 and $12,000 a year, right? Not a whole lot of people, right? And here's the problem. The news only focuses on here or all the way over here, right? Oh my God, look at Kim Kardashian. She just bought another $50,000 dress. Now, majority of us, that's not our lives, but that's newsworthy because to the rest of us, like, whoa, right?
Right.
Oh my God, look at homeless people. They have absolutely nothing, and our heart goes out to them, right? Because majority of us don't live there, and we can relate to that, right? Same exact thing became about social media, right? What do we highlight? So for me, it's like, but if a bunch of 16-year-olds, all they're seeing, a bunch of young people, all they're seeing is just this, God forbid they get the wrong perception. Majority of us are hanging out over here. But again, this group, they're very shy and very quiet. They don't say anything, right? And that became the problem that I wanted to tackle as a human being, saying, hey, how do I do this the right way? How do I make sure I counterbalance that, right? Because I know this is just perception, right? But at the end of the day, somebody else might not know that. But if I can actually help create a better perception, a more realistic perception, that is so much better for everybody else's anxiety, right? Because I had a lot of anxiety because I was keep looking at that far end, right?
Yeah.
And I still, air quotes, became a multi-millionaire by age 26, and it still wasn't enough. I didn't know how to stop. When they found those 3 lesions in my brain 4 or 5 years ago, when they said that your worst case scenario, kiddo, is only 6 months to live, I said, damn, I got to do something. I want to do something that's actually worth a damn. Like, screw the tech company, screw all this stuff, screw the accolades, blah, 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 blah. Like, nobody gives a crap, right? Everybody's like, oh yeah, Ash, go, 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 go. But at the end of the day, when you realize you're really, truly dying, like, man, like the stupid zeros in my Bank of America app can't save me. Like, all the followers and likes and so on and so forth, nobody matters, right? But those people that are with you all around, those really true friends, that's what matters a lot, right? So this kind of became my job, and hopefully this makes sense to you too.
It was so nice to meet you. I look forward to that
Thank
email.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
of
sure.
course.
Awesome.
Hey,
Looking forward to working with you, bro.
Hey, one
Yeah.
Also, forgive me. I think I didn't record the whole thing. If it does, I'm gonna look into it. I think my battery died halfway through the conversation, but that's okay. Man, that was cool. That was really cool. I'm heading out, man. I'm heading out. We'll call it a day. That's the conclusion. That's Ash. And we move forward. We keep continuing doing what we do, and we don't give up. Here's what I learned from the conversation and what I got out of it. I found out who he truly is, and he's very genuine. He's real. Not only that, he inspiring, especially here in Reno. But he's doing something great, and I honor that. Another entrepreneur, another businessman, just a good human being overall. Continue on. So I love doing this. This is Just Be Glenn. Like, subscribe, do all that good jazz if necessary. But if you like this content, let me know. Well, let me know what you think about Ash. If you have met him, if you've seen him, his ads, and he's doing a good thing. So God bless.